Minister of Internal Affairs Yerlikaya. 226 people were detained across the country on May 1st. Minister of Internal Affairs Ali Yerlikaya announced that 226 people were detained across the country on May 1st, and 28 security guards were injured in the incidents. Minister Yerlikaya stated that a total of 210 events were organized in 78 provinces on May 1st, and 241,000 people participated in these events. Marches were held in many parts of Turkey, especially in Istanbul, on the occasion of May 1st Labor and Solidarity Day. 226 people were detained across Turkey during the marches, where tensions rose from time to time. 28 security members were also injured in the incidents. Istanbul was the place where tension was highest during the May 1st marches. Entrance to Taksim was banned within the scope of the restriction measures introduced for May 1st Labor and Solidarity Day in Istanbul. Despite the ban, a fight broke out between the groups gathered in Saraçhane and the police teams. 217 people who tried to proceed to Taksim were detained. In addition to Istanbul, 4 people were detained in Tunceli, 3 in Kahramanmaraş and 2 in Aydın. 241,000 people participated in the events. Minister of Internal Affairs Ali Yerlikaya shared the numbers regarding May 1st Labor and Solidarity Day in his post on his social media account. Minister Yerlikaya said, on May 1st Labor and Solidarity Day, a total of 210 events were organized in 78 provinces across our country by political parties, unions, and non-governmental organizations. Approximately 241,000 people participated in events such as rallies, marches, press releases, and wreath-laying, he said. 226 people were detained during the incident. Minister Yerlikaya said a total of 226 people, 217 in Istanbul, 4 in Tunceli, 3 in Kahramanmaraş and 2 in Aydın, who demonstrated in unauthorized areas, did not listen to warnings and attacked our police, were detained. 28 of our security guards were slightly injured in the incidents, said. I thank our heroic security forces. Thanking the ministry staff, Yerlikaya said, we would like to thank our deputy ministers, Gendarmerie General Command, General Directorate of Security, Coast Guard Command, governors, provincial police chiefs, provincial gendarmerie commanders, district governors, district police chiefs, who ensured that May 1st Labor and Solidarity Day was spent in peace and security. I would like to thank our principals, district gendarmerie commanders, and heroic security forces, he said. A brawl broke out in Istanbul Saraçhane. Entrance to Taksim was banned within the scope of the restriction measures introduced for May 1st Labor and Solidarity Day in Istanbul. While police teams warned the crowded group that gathered in front of Saraçhane despite the ban, group members who ignored the warnings tried to overcome the barriers with flag sticks in their hands. Police teams intervened in the groups using pepper gas and rubber bullets. They hit them with comestone and a bottle. During the events, some people attacked the police with paving stones they removed from the ground. While many police officers were injured, an ambulance was brought to the scene. It was noteworthy that one person in the crowded group hit the police with a demijohn. 217 people were detained during the events in Istanbul. Medical leader Erkan Baz discussed with the police. TIP members in Saraçhane encountered police intervention while walking. TIP leader Erkan Baz, who was in the cortege, reacted to the police. Baz, who was trying to protect the cortege, reacted with the words, "Don't shout at me," and the police asked, "Who is shouting at you?" He replied. The discussion was captured moment by moment on a citizen's mobile phone camera. Some roads that were closed to transportation in Istanbul have been opened. Istanbul governorship also announced that the restrictions at some points closed to transportation within the scope of the first measures were lifted as of 16.0 and announced the following information about the routes closed to transportation as of 5:30 on May 1st, 2024. Except for the Taksim Square and Kişehir stops of the M to Yenikapı Sarıntip Hasiyasmin metro line, the closed metro stops will be open to services. Girapi metro stop of the M11 Girapi Istanbul Airport metro line will be open to service. M7 Istanbul Yıldız Metro line is open to service. The closed stops of the tram line running between Baksalar and Kabatar will be open to service. Closed stops of the T5 Emin Alabegi tram line will be open to service. Closed stops of the T6 tram line will be open to service. Caglian, Mesediaki and Zincirlikuyu Metrobus stops will be open to service on both sides. However, Kabatar Taksim Maiden funicular line will continue to be stopped. The Nostalgia tram on Istiklal Street will continue to be stopped. The funicular line between Tunceli Maiden and Karachi will continue to be stopped. Taksim Tarlabak, Memerhayim and Tbaki bus stops both sides, Kaili direction and Fatih direction will continue to be suspended.